y'all doing? So it's gonna be a short video. I'm just driving here. Number 2. What do I even call this series? I don't really know just yet. I've just been processing a lot of things. I'm in, like, the moon is in Scorpio, so you already know. But I was thinking, okay, something I learned from the YouTuber, what's his name? Man, he's this like Australian guy with like a beard. I totally forgot his name, but he has Struthless, Truthless, talking about addiction and like changes, like replacement and repatterning. And one thing he mentioned was like, when it comes to addiction, he was like, if there's the last time he like did the drug, he's like, how can that be the best thing that's ever happened to me? He was like, the only way that can be the best thing that's happened to me, that painful thing, that hurt, that loss, that grief, whatever it is, for me, it's a changing relationship and just ushering into this new phase of life of humility and this self journey, right? Which I guess I've always been preparing for. I just thought I'd have my gal with me and the homies, but it's a different story, dog. But I do have God. And I saw this license plate thing, or this sticker on the back of a car some months ago. It was like, when you have nothing else, you have God. I saw that in a time where I was actually isolated. I really didn't have friends. At least now I do. But let me say, so if this situation, this transition, from a very deep relationship, partnership with this person, she's still in my life, but just in a space where I'm giving that space, not really reaching out all the time and whatnot, just giving things some space, right? Like, and mainly for me, really, I would probably be telling like a kid, or like if I'm older, or like a kid, like, hey, like, sometimes like you think life is gonna happen a certain way, it's not. And when it happens in the way you never thought it could, or even the way you really didn't want to happen, it's not the worst thing. As long as you have your health and like your mentality intact and shit, like, it's not the worst thing. As long as you have like your basic needs, like, it's really not the worst thing. It could be the best thing. And one thing I've just been centering in is like, well, when we do go through these massive transitions in life, there's almost like a loss of identity, a loss of who am I really? Because what I was attached to the past, another form, a person, a life, a place of being, whatever it was. And now it's like, who are you in that muck, that cosmic goop of nothingness and everythingness that everything and nothing comes from? And I'm in that goop right now. And I feel like I thought I was out of the goop, but nah, we still here. I would probably say to my younger self, like, yo, like, this shit is gonna happen, like, cyclically. Like, it's not one and done. So when you have those moments, when you're really breaking down and you're becoming new and you're burning away those old parts of yourself in life, and the light is showing, even if you're in the darkest moments, like, it's gonna happen again and again and again. So please honor yourself the way you would want to if you were looking at your older self going through this, or your loved one going through the same thing. What would you tell them? And I was like, well, I've been in this goop. I've been in the path of self-love. And I feel like that Whitney Houston song, what she say, the greatest love, I forget the lyrics right now, but y'all know it. She's basically saying that, the greatest love I have, I found it for myself. And that's what's happening to me right now. And in this journey of like true self-love, we talk so much about true love. Once you find true love, there's something deeper, which is true self-love. And I feel like we'd have a lot less pain in our lives if we started there, and if we were taught from a younger age, like, start from a place of finding true self-love in our movies and our media and the parents' relationships and stuff like that, like, that would really help, dog. You know what I'm saying? So to continue, one thing to take from that YouTuber Struthless, I realized, okay, how can this transition of this important relationship, this partnership that I had, how can this transition into friendship and giving myself the space to just be who I am, live life, and find out who the fuck I am right now, how can it be the best thing ever? And I feel like the way I can relate to myself and not self-sabotage or numb myself or, like, be all sad and shit all the time, is like, I'm just gonna love myself. I've already been doing this, but I'm gonna love myself as if she was me. As if I'm looking at like her in my state of life and like, how would I love? I would love to the utmost extent, to the most honorable and truest extent I can. And I feel like that's all you can really do for yourself. And that's pretty much all you need to do, you know? So I feel like, just to close the message out, there's nothing stronger than love. There's nothing more destructive than love. And there's nothing greater than the love. And there's no bigger, faster, deeper, more cavernous, more mineral rich, more biodiverse, more dangerous, and more beautiful and orgasmic place than true self-love. So hopefully you can have more of that today. And even if it's not hitting right now, because some shit from my brain is like, I get what's happening, God, but like, why though? Like, I get my fucking leg is hurting, but I know inflammation XYZ, but why, bro? Like, come on, son. It's like Job in the Bible. Like, he was like, bro, you took everything, bro, and I still love you, so why you doing all this extra shit? Like, you know, sometimes it feels like God be extra. Like, come on, son. Like, I get the fucking memo, but I think what is true is being like, hey, like, everything happens in divine timing. And if you're in a place where you're being called to away from other things, I felt very isolated and down because of that. But I found that it's the best time to invest in my own self-love, invest in my relationship with myself, heal myself, and father and mother myself like I've never done before. And there's other YouTubers. Y'all can probably look at Heidi Priebe or you know, the Bible, Taoism, meditation, other schools of thought, other YouTubers who talk about like mental health and relationship and changes of identity and all those things. There's so many resources out here, dog. So do your best and just know that you're already doing your best, and your best is still yet to come. There's a lot of multitudes to hold in this state of life when we're changing and transitioning. So I just feel like that's where I'm at, and I just wanted to share that today.